Good Saturday morning. I'm KHOU Meteorologist Chris Ramirez. We are definitely seeing mostly clear conditions across our area. All the rain that we received is well offshore. You're able to see that all thanks to that frontal system that's over the Gulf right now. Clear skies. We are starting off with partly cloudy conditions, but we've had quite a bit of rain and storm events within the past 24 hours, and we've also had some reports of some pretty significant hail, especially out in Montgomery County. Those storm reports near Lake Conroe calling for half-an-inch sized hail. So if you probably saw that with those storms yesterday evening, and then off towards Lake Houston, they got up to about an inch in diameter of hail. That's near Kingwood, north of Lake Houston. So looking at the other hail reports, we Liberty seeing social media video showing numerous quarter-sized hailstones in Dayton, and that was on yesterday evening. But when it comes to rain accumulations, our area has received quite a bit of rain. We've seen close to 6.5, close to 7 inches, maybe close to 8 inches of rain off just towards the northeast of Houston. 5.6 along 45 north of Montgomery County. Cleveland, 4.3. We didn't receive that much rain here in Houston, but not too far away, we saw also 7.7 inches of rain just north of I-10 in and around the Columbus area. So as we go into the next couple of days and for the next 7 days, we're going to be tracking cooler temperatures and clear skies for this weekend. So no rain chances expected, at least for today and into tomorrow. We are also going to see those rain and storms once again returning as we head into the middle of next week. So another unsettled weather pattern is going to be amongst us as we head into Wednesday, potentially into Thursday of next week. It's looking likely that these weather systems are just coming in the picture during the middle of the week, and we're expecting another one. So as we look at our weekend forecast, high temps today topping out at 82 degrees. We were in the low 60s. If you notice outside, it's a little bit on the cooler side across our area. We will see those temps become just a degree or two cooler later on tonight into this evening. So we might even wake up into the 50s. High temps in the low 80s. We've seen these highs in the upper 80s for the past few days. But other than that, temps right now, if you are heading out the door, low 60s in Spring, 64 in Tomball, 66 in Jersey Village, 67 at Energy Park. A little bit warmer along the coastal areas, but they're still expecting a quite significantly cooler conditions. We've usually seen temps in the 70s by this time, but this is all a part of that cold front that brought those storms yesterday. Dew points right now are also a little bit on the drier side. So in the 50s out in College Station, Huntsville, 61. So that's good, an indication that we're seeing those dew points in the low 60s. That means that we're seeing less atmospheric moisture across southeast Texas, and that ultimately means that we're going to be on the cooler side for this next few hours. Wind speeds right now out of the north between 12 and 15 miles an hour. You're able to see where that frontal boundary is when you see those southerly winds over the Gulf. But seeing those wind speeds not significant, but highs today topping at around 82 here in downtown Houston. Hunters Creek Village at 83, 78 in Brenham, 76 in Huntsville. So if you are heading out within the next few hours, it's going to be a fantastic day to do those outdoor activities. Partly cloudy skies. We're going to see mostly sunny conditions through this evening. But if you are heading to the beach or heading to Galveston, highs upper 70s. Perfect conditions, especially to be along the coastal area. So as we go into the next few days, we're having this high pressure system in place that's going to keep things mostly dry, clear, and we are going to see rather just calm conditions for the weekend. You're able to see these little areas of blue. This is a low pressure system. That's another low. That's the low that actually brought us the rain yesterday. We're in between these two weather systems, and as you can tell, we do have another one on the way, as these systems usually like to traverse across the U.S. During this time of year. So another weather system on the way that could eventually bring us some rain chances. But for the time being, high pressure system keeping things dry, clearing that rain out for the weekend. But as we head into the next few days, once again, that low moving in from the west, that is going to bring rain chances probably on Tuesday evening into Wednesday. It's looking more likely that Wednesday could be the day that we could see another round of heavier rain showers. And we will have to keep an eye on that severe threat for us as well, because we are in the spring season. We're in severe weather season here across Texas. And so these low pressure systems usually like to bring those unsettled weather patterns, and that could bring some possible maybe damaging hail to some locations, not here in Houston, but just kind of have to keep an eye out on the middle of next week when rain and storm chances will return as that low moves across Texas, and eventually it's going to move off towards the east. So as we look at the temperature outlook, we are expecting those temps to remain mostly cooler than usual. So we're going to see below average temps. The past 2 weeks we've seen temps above average. We've seen upper 80s, close to 90 degrees. Now the Climate Prediction Center calling for below normal temperatures through the next maybe week or so, and also higher than normal rain chances expected too as we head into May 9th and through May 13th. So as we look at our 10-day high temperature forecast, cooler conditions expected at least through the first half of our week. We will be warming right back up into the upper 80s as we head into the next weekend, but we are expecting those conditions to remain mostly just a bit on the more calm side for today and into tomorrow for the rest of our weekend. Highs in the 80s, lows potentially getting down to about 58, 60 degrees for Monday, 83 for Tuesday. That's when we're going to start seeing those rain chances once again creep back into the picture. Another midweek unsettled weather pattern, and we will have to keep an eye on those rain accumulations as well as those the possibilities for some possible strong storms with that, as we usually see that for this time of year across our area. So if you're just now joining us, we are starting off mostly cooler here across Southeast Texas. It's all thanks to this cold front. You saw the storms yesterday that came through the area. That really was the cold frontal boundary moving through Southeast Texas, and ultimately that's going to bring a fantastic day and a fantastic weekend as we head into the next 2 days. So slightly cooler temperatures as far as our rain forecast, highs in the low 80s. We're expecting low 80 temperatures through today and into tomorrow, but we will be starting off mostly cooler. So you might even need to maybe lower down the AC in your car if you are heading out this morning, but the sun shining is definitely going to warm us up as we head in the afternoons, as we look at those north winds at around 12 to 15 miles an hour. So starting off highs today, low 80s, 82 for Houston, 81 for League City, Galveston 75 degrees, and it's going to be a perfect day, especially if you have brunch going on today. It's going to be fantastic out there, so definitely enjoy the outdoor temperatures and enjoy this slightly cooler trend that we're seeing for this weekend, because before you know it, it's going to be July and August, and we're going to be wishing that we had these cooler temperatures for us here as we head into the next few days. If you're heading across the state, we could see some rain chances creep in for central Texas by Monday and into Tuesday. Maybe even the Panhandle, looking at a system that's going to be approaching from the west that's going to bring some rain chances for portions of north and central Texas. But we will start seeing our rain chance once again return as we head into Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. Right now we're in between two low pressure systems. You're able to see this high pressure system. This is looking at the upper air pattern, and usually when you start seeing this sort of hump in the upper air pattern, that's indication of a high pressure system. And then this these darker, these bluish colors, that's a low pressure system. You're able to see that dip in the jet stream. That is a indication that we do have another weather system on the way that's going to be moving across the country and then eventually bringing us rain chances. But for the time being, high pressure system, keeping things mostly dry for the weekend. It's just the middle of next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, that next low coming into Texas and bringing some rain chances for us here across Houston. I'm going to back it up just a little bit so we can see when the heavier rain is expected to see as the latest weather models are indicating. Wednesday looking like the day we could see more of those heavier rain chances by the middle of next week. So keep that in mind. Another unsettled weather pattern once again returning to the forecast for Tuesday and Wednesday. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that potential for some possible, maybe strong storms north of town. It's a little bit too early to tell how strong these storms are going to be, but around this time of year, these low pressure systems usually always bring the chance for some possible strong storms, especially to our region and especially to the rest of the state of Texas. So 7-day forecast, mostly dry, highs in low 80s. Rain chances once again returning next Tuesday and into Wednesday. And as always, we're tracking the latest on the KHOU 11 weather, KHOU 11 app, as well as on KHOU 11 Plus. Have a great rest of your Saturday, and tune in at KHOU 11 Morning News at 9 a.m. I'm going to be on air with more details about what we're expecting to see for the next